And there's the rejection. There's 1:40 left here in the first quarter. And there it is again from him. Shot good from the Beast. The Beast's got 14 points for the game. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
Yeah, they can't keep the status quo at this point. They've got to make some changes.
Some changes for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Davis. Allen comes in for Eric Gordon. And Smith subbed in for Drew Holiday. Houston with a big group substitution here. Montiunas is checked in for Jang. And Bahamute comes in for Brandon Bass. Robert Covington's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Barea subbed in for Isaiah Cannon. And Bahamute dishes to Harden. Fires it up. Misses off the left iron.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's the Beast. Banked in off the glass. The Beast's got 16 points.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Nice work there coming off the screen. And that's now 7 points for James Harden.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Smith the pass to the Beast. It's Evans on the wing. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Rivers, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans.
Austin Rivers.
There's the dish to Harden. Barea kicks to Covington. The three-pointer no good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly. Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, one of the better free throw shooting teams in the NBA. They're hitting about 80% from the line this year.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Out to the wing. Montiunas kicks to Harden. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Allen. Bull.
That's the end of the quarter. Let's hear it.
We go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. The Beast, he's in at center. Allen is out there with Anderson. And it's Rivers, and it's Smith in at the 2 spot. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in their last matchup against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He finished with 60 points and, as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
But let's just say he was really good.
Mbamute with it. Back to Harden. Moniunas dishes to Harden. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pelicans leading by 5. Smith, and it's New Orleans scoring again. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And here's Barea. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Harden the pass to Moniunas. It's Harden with the drive. 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Barea.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
A big group of Davis is checked in for Anderson. Evans comes in for Tony Allen. Gordon's checked in for Smith. And it's Holiday in for Austin Rivers. The Rockets also changing it up. Jang, he's checked in for Moniunas. Riza comes in for Mbamute. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for James Harden. Here's Cannon, guarded by Holiday. Three-pointer. Cannon can't hit. New Orleans in the lead. To the right side. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
You know, guys, looking at the Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league. First in shooting percentage, first in three-point field goal percentage, and they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat. And you got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder. Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
New Orleans shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Anthony Davis.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a two-possession game.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Now Ariza. He picked up 18 points in their last win against San Antonio. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And the free throws for him this year, he's making them at about a rate of 77%.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Here's the beast. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
Quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second chance points. He also wanted them to know they should be working together to get their outside shooters open. He said, you know what plays we have to run to get guys free. Now let's run them. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Ariza goes in. And Zhang kicks to Bass. He dishes it to Zhang.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe. Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and this kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
Houston making a switch here. Moniunas is checked in. Here's the Beast. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That's 29 points for the Beast.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Cannon kicks to Moniunas. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Back to Ariza. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bass. Banked in off the glass. Bass has got his second basket of the game.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression...
Look at that athletic play.